already know. They just mad cause the hitters be wanting me. You know how the shit go. They be all on the ground, yelling and screaming and wanting to smoke. But I don't internet bang, I'm not gonna do it, my fingers are broke. I'm guessing it's hot in the kitchen, cause me and this nigga been cooking. While you was sweating, the nigga, my money was bubbling into some chickens. But let me get some game, that drum and bush get boring. Get your head in the game and out of the clouds, cause that's how I'm scoring. And I'm the hottest on this team, bitch. Everybody know me. You better ask about this queen shit. Loose lips, sinking ships faster than some quicksand. Run into some problems, your nigga got me like a kickstand. I'm locked in, play my position till all the cabbage come. I had to tell them, baby, slow down, cause it's a marathon. Nobody make a move till I do. Call me the Pentagon, C4 dynamite. I've been the bomb.
It's non-stop, as long as you know. Ahead of the pack, everywhere that I go. Think it's a joke, think it's a game. Run to the smoke, die for the fame. Think it's a game, think it's a joke. Don't got a clue, I think you should know. It's non-stop, as long as you know. Ahead of the pack, everywhere that I go. Think it's a joke, think it's a game. Run to the smoke, die for the fame. Think it's a game, think it's a joke. Don't got a clue, I think you should know. I know, 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 I know. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know.
You've just tapped in to True Talk with Queen, the dopest radio show on the map, and your official no judgment zone. No judgment zone. You want to talk business? Let's talk. Relationships? Let's talk. Problems? Let's do it. But we keep it real, keep it raw, and 100% uncut. Grab some popcorn, make a little drink, and buckle your seatbelt. The vibe of your life starts now.
Hey, thank y'all for tapping into True Talk with Queen. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Whether you're tuned in through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Accelerated Radio, however you chose to tune in tonight, I appreciate you so much, okay? If you're on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you're notified each and every time we go live or post new content, okay? We got Asia in the building, y'all.
Good evening. Good morning. Good night. Good yesterday.
Right? How are you tonight, ma'am?
I am exasperated. Somebody Google that word and tell me what it means. I just want to
look at that. Hey, Alvin, thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you so much.
How are you, sister?
I am good. I am burnt out, but I am good, y'all. I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm awake for a minute.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, we going to have a good time tonight. We got Bank in the building, y'all. He's always in the background trying to be silent as possible and like he invisible, you feel me? But we don't let him do that for too long. So y'all can look forward to hearing from him at some point in the show, okay? And then later on in the show, we're going to do an exclusive interview with my boy, Mr. Ceviche Man. Okay? That's what we going to do. But we going to start this off with a conversation that a lot of parents might need to tap in on. So share this live with some parents that got daughters, even sons, aunties, grandmothers. Mm-hmm. I want y'all to share this live, okay? So the first segment of the first portion of the show, we're gonna have this discussion, and like I said, then we'll move into the interview portion of the show, okay? So this how we gonna start it, y'all. This the scenario. So there's a young lady that has a teenage daughter. She's early teen, not a late teen, but she's an early teen, and she decided to talk to her daughter and ask her, like, you know, was she starting to get into boys and all the different stuff, right? And her daughter did not want to have this conversation whatsoever. This is not what she wanted to talk about. But she was really adamant about letting her know that, you know, it's time for us to have a conversation. I just want to know how to support you. You know what I mean? I want to be able to give you the information that you need to move forward, right? Mm-hmm. And so, in having this conversation, she discovers that her daughter considers herself to be bisexual. And my question on tonight is, how do you proceed after that? You feel me? Like, after that's her response, she decides that this is what it is, and she's for this show we're gonna say she's 13 years old, right? And she says that she thinks she's bisexual, right? So what do you do moving forward? Like, what is your opinion? What would your stance be as a mom or even as an aunt?
What would my stance be? You mean,
Yeah,
like, would I accept it?
Not even what you accepted, just what would your initial reaction be to her? Because now it's time for you to move forward with what you approached with. You know, you came for this. So now what do you do next?
I would have questions. I would have questions why she thought she was bisexual. Because at that age, you can't interpret what your feelings are. And as an adult, I admire other women. I think that they're beautiful. That doesn't mean I want to be in a relationship with them, but I could look at a woman and be like, I want that ass. Like, it's normal.
Right.
And you may misinterpret that for that.
Okay. Hey, Griselle, I see you. Granville, I see you. Thank y'all for tapping in. So, okay, I'm glad you said that, because that was my response to her, right? I said, before you decide to move forward, I think you need to ask more questions as opposed to just entertaining this. I feel like you need to ask more questions to find out why this is what you think. Is it driven by outside sources?
Right.
Is the people around you doing this?
Right.
And so you feel like you have to?
Right.
Is it just an attraction?
Right.
Like, do you think this of yourself because you find another female to be beautiful or attractive?
Right.
Or are you having sexual feelings? Like, there's so many questions that you need to ask, right? Because what you don't want to do is entertain something
and
that's
drive
not
to
that.
it.
You get what I'm saying? That's
agree.
what you don't want to do. And I feel like, you know, so that they feel comfortable and supported through the process, you ask those questions and let them know that there's a difference.
Right.
And that's why you're asking. Because as an adult female, I'm kind of worse than the dudes, to be honest.
That part.
I'm worse than the dudes, because I could see a female and I'd be like, damn,
she bad.
She bad as a mother.
Right.
Like, you feel me? Like, I'd be like, damn.
Well, look at how we made.
And
I'll tell her.
voluntarily walk up
Me
to
too.
a woman and be like, baby, you is
bad.
fly as
Me
a
too.
motherfucking. If ain't no nigga telling you that, baby,
I'm
they
telling you.
hating.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Because you are it.
Right.
Like, you feel me? I don't have a problem doing that. But that doesn't mean that that's what I am. You feel me? Like, I love men.
All of them.
All of them. You feel me? And that's all I'm
Right.
interested in. But at the same time, I'm a woman that I admire the beauty of another woman. You feel what I'm saying? And I have no problem complimenting you or whatever the case may be. But that doesn't mean that I don't have no type of sexual interest whatsoever.
No.
You know what I mean? But if you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous.
But I think that people misinterpret that.
Right, and I think that maybe that, you know, it could be what's going on with her. She could just think Other girls are pretty. Ain't
Or that she
nothing-
wants to look like that because she's young.
Exactly.
She's like, dang, when I get older, I want to look like
Exactly. And then another thing that I said, and you can chime in on this too. Another thing that I said is it driven by social media? Are the people that you're liking and seeing who's got these big followings and everybody liking them and all of this different stuff, like, are they lesbian or bisexual?
Do you feel like
so
that's
now
gonna make you
you
normal?
feel like this is how I'm gonna
Supposed
be
to be.
acknowledged. This is how I'm gonna get the likes. This is how I'm gonna be accepted. Yeah, I need to do this. You get what I'm saying? Because now you try to mimic the things
That you
you think is gonna work for what you're trying to accomplish in yourself. You feel me?
And nobody wants to be left out. Not at that age.
Exactly, and that's my point. That's my point. She's a kid. You know what I mean? And so I think that we talk to them and let them know that it's okay to think these things. It's okay to feel these things, but we have to also help you understand the
Exactly.
difference in between the two.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And make sure that you understand that we want you, we love you, and we're gonna support you, but we want you to be you. Don't
right.
do it for nobody else.
Right.
Forget what other people think
Right.
and feel. Forget what you think has to happen because of what the world says. You know what I mean? Is this really what you feel and what you want? I think that's the real question that we need to be
A
asking.
parent's job is to be a guide. So if you
Exactly.
don't guide them, how are they going to know? Because they're only going off of what they see on social media. And right now, everything is either bisexual
Or
or
gay.
all that poly stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, come on, let's be real. The cartoons even got gay shit in it now. Like, you
Yeah.
feel me? And I'm not against the whole LGBTQ.
not.
I don't know what other letters go in there, y'all,
Please
because
don't
I don't.
shoot us.
But cartoons, like, our kids can't
You're
even watch
feeding that
cartoons.
down their throat.
You feel me? Like,
They're trying to normalize it now.
Right.
They're trying to
Yes.
normalize it in your
Right.
your family and your household.
Right.
Even every movie, every new TV show.
Yep.
It has to have, that's like part of the curriculum now. Like,
Right.
some character has to have a gay part
With kids.
with kids, or with just even check out any Netflix new series or any new series that come on HBO, Showtime, whatever. Somebody's playing a gay part.
Agreed.
You know, like
And
something.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Every new one.
but
Well, we don't know why.
right, and see, listen, I'm glad you said, but we don't know why. Because that's what I was finna say. We need to figure out why this is, though, because you don't see nowhere. And if I'm wrong, y'all correct me. But you don't see nowhere they encourage the male and woman
Nope.
partnership in a household.
Nope.
Especially
They stopped that in the
amongst
90s.
us.
They stopped that in the
Especially
90s.
amongst us. You know what I mean?
That's
Why
abnormal.
can't we have exactly? Why can't we have a show that shows real love for a man and a woman, a family
Who can
unit,
procreate.
period? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why don't we show that? Why don't we talk about that as if it's some alienated stuff? You
Because
know what I
that's
mean?
where the trend is, so that's where most of the views are going to go, most of the support is going to go, and those type of things. Hey, did you hear, like, last week, I think there was something with the school system in Florida wanting to implement teaching that in the schools, and I guess the schools didn't want to do it. They reached out to Disney World, and Disney World didn't respond fast enough. They put Disney World on blast to get Disney World to support them in their movement. That's where I feel like that's where the difference comes in. You say you're not driving this.
Yeah, Disney, they walked out too on their company.
Yeah, you say you're not driving this shit down our throat, but you are, because that was effed up. Because you went to the school district. That's between you and the school district. But what did you do? You reached out to the biggest company that you could, and because they didn't respond fast enough, you threw a goddamn tantrum and tried to put them on blast. They have the right to need time to respond. And even if they didn't want to support it and I don't want to be involved in that decision because it's between Florida and the school district, why can't they do that? Y'all so wanting to push this down people's throat, and that's where other people get upset, because none of us are doing that. But you want to be treated the same, but you want your way.
Yeah, and if you pay attention, if you pay attention, no matter what it is, it could be sexuality, it could be politics, it could be big pharma, it could be any of those things. As soon as you don't conform to what they want, there's a temper tantrum that's thrown that is crazy as hell. You get what I'm saying? But when you stand up for what's real, what's right, when you stand up for the real shit and the right shit, it can't be no temper tantrum.
You want to know the best example of that? What they did with Netflix. And remember the person that they put in front of the walkout and all of that. They went back and pulled up that person's information to find out that they was the most racist.
I remember that.
They was a dog-ass person. But once you pulled that up and we found out how that person really was, all of a sudden it just went away.
It went away. It disappeared.
Crazy? You didn't make them apologize. You didn't redirect. You literally let it go because that would have made you crash and burn.
Right.
We already know.
I don't like it.
It's bullying to me.
I don't like it. The whole situation is bullying. It's even all this systematic stuff.
Mm-hmm. You know who I blame?
Who?
Obama.
Why?
Obama, he's the reason why he put the power into the community.
What do you mean?
Everything Obama did, he put behind the whole LGBT community. Everything that he pushed forward, he didn't push nothing for black people. Everything he did was community centers for LGBT this, LGBT that, new movements and this. All those movements happened during his time, and he signed all those bills.
But the interesting thing is the president can't push forward what they don't let him push forward. So those are the ones they let him push forward because he had the other ones on the table too. No president makes decisions by themselves.
No,
he had other stuff.
He can still say no. Can he?
Would you say no? Then people will burn your house down. Don't say no. Don't do it. Don't even not have an opinion.
You still go against the system, but he allowed it. He was, yes sir.
Yeah. I don't know though.
Only things I agree with, of course, pushing through automatically is the disrespect.
My thing is this. I'm all for inclusion.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
And anything that will harm anybody,
I'm all for that. Right. So I can't really say I blame him.
Me either.
Or that's the reason behind what's going on right now. Because it's really up to how you do things. It's the same thing. Like, say I give you $1 million right now, right? What you do with that $1 million, you can't blame that on me because I gave you the $1 million. Right. It's some people that'll take that $1 million and could become the biggest drug lord in America.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But then there's another one that's gonna go buy some real estate, start some shit. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna have it popping. But I don't know. I don't think you can blame that on Obama.
By
and
himself.
That's my dog. Like that's like my
dog.
bro.
He ain't do shit for you.
He
the first person that helped us. Not help us, but hey, we got a nigga in the office.
But that wasn't his fault.
But he didn't do nothing.
They rejected
for our
everything.
People. But he didn't let him. But he didn't stand up. He didn't fight for it. He didn't make no public announcement or anything.
Or to get people to drive behind him like
whatever. Just be like, yo, I'm trying to do this, but the Senate's not allowing it. You feel me?
He never did tell him.
He never said nothing. He just allowed everything that allowed.
But is it safe to say, and see, this is one of the problems in our community, is it safe to say that just because he wasn't aggressive and out in the open with it, now you think it don't exist?
Most things we
do. You feel what
silent.
I'm saying?
We have to.
He real chill and laid back. How he move is real.
Because you can't
stay
piss
the same
people
all
off.
the time. Exactly. But does that mean that he wasn't doing that behind the scenes his way? Just because he ain't out in the open ignorant like Trump.
Right.
That don't mean it wasn't happening.
I'd rather have that because you see the results. You get results. But he white though. But I'm just saying.
So you want ignorant.
But I'd rather
be ignorant and irrational.
I'd rather have Obama. I'd rather have Obama. We ain't gonna make this whole conversation about Obama. I'd rather have Obama in the forefront talking his shit and let that nigga get assassinated, so we can still. It gets crazy. So we can still be like, yo, the government's still how they is. You feel me?
You know what? The cold shit. Let me tell you something, and this just took a turn because we wasn't even supposed to be
I want the nigga to be. I want him to be in the front to talk his shit, be who he is,
this ain't
have our backs. If he gets assassinated, be like, oh,
You feel like he
But
should have been prepared
listen.
for that because he knew what grounds he
You
was stepping
feel
on.
me?
But listen to this. Listen to
Like
this.
a Martin
though.
Luther King type of thing.
we so fucked up
Martin
as
Luther
a
King,
Nah,
He
we.
Now I said as a people. I said as a people.
Him,
we
him,
so
back
fucked
here.
up as a people. We don't give a fuck what nobody stand for till they dead or locked
Throw
up
'em out
for
there.
100 years. Now all of a sudden we respect
Throw
the
'em out
fuck
there.
out of
I
it
didn't- I
and
didn't
all
say
of
that. I didn't
you
say-
want them to get assassinated.
No. I said I wanted him to stand up for our people. And if he got assassinated, it will just show that the government it still runs this motherfucking country.
But we don't need him to be assassinated to know that. That's common
But we
sense.
just need
know
him.
that.
But we need him to talk his shit and be a powerful black man. The power he had, he didn't have the power. That shit's gone. It's gone. Like,
And he hiding right now. He like, fuck y'all. I need a break.
yeah, he ain't seen with Joe Biden nowhere. Like, hey, that's my
He
nigga.
tired.
That's my nigga Joe. No,
He got gray hair
like,
now.
What the fuck you doing, Joe?
He retired.
Y'all
He
is-
like, when y'all motherfuckers retire, y'all done. I'm out.
So let's get back,
back
to
to the
the
topic.
subject, please. I don't even know how this happened,
Because
y'all.
he said that's
we
how.
talk about LGBTQ, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
Obama
yeah.
is the reason why
That's
LGBT
true.
is so powerful because he
Okay.
signed all them damn bills.
Mr. PT, I see you. Thank you for tapping in. So Bank, what would you do if it was your daughter or your niece? Like,
Well,
how would you
that
approach-
happened already.
Mom, I can't read your text, man.
That happened already. My niece is in the 6th grade, and I think it was probably in the 5th grade or going into the 6th grade. She told my brother and my mom that she thinks she's bisexual. And I don't know how. I don't know I forgot the conversation of like how she thought that happened, but I
Hey,
know
Mimi.
I know how that shit happened from the YouTube videos, from the
I would ask him, do you even know what that is?
That's what I'm
saying. I would start it. Sorry.
No,
I
my,
would start.
my mom and brother asked him.
No,
like,
I'm sure that one do- I'm
do
saying
you know,
general.
Do you know what that is? Do you know what that what
Yeah,
it is? Like,
you got to start with the basic
they really
questions.
they don't know. You know, they just really imitating what they see on
and
YouTube.
that's
my
why
point.
I
Then if you
said
go, then if you
the
go to your kids'
conversation.
YouTube channel, YouTube searches or Google searches,
Yep.
you'll see all this shit, all these damn YouTube channels that have fucking gay shit. You feel me? And it's teaching them, not teaching them, but it's brainwashing them like this is normal, this is what it should be, this is how I should act, this is who I should be with, instead of giving them that option of do I want this or I don't want that.
So
Like,
however you are is normal.
You know,
Let's just say that.
what my
but
mom did, she just
accept
prayed.
it. That part. Accept it should be whatever is what we're trying to say. And we're saying that there is an agenda being driven down our throats. That's black and white. It's showing up in families. It's showing up in everything that we do, entertainment especially. So that you can't deny that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. No, we're not backing down from that. But everything should be you're normal.
Yeah,
if that's what you are, it's normal. We just want to make sure you understand it.
Like, yeah, she had
Exactly.
to cut down on the YouTube channel, YouTube TV watch, all that.
You
Then-
got to monitor what your kids
No,
is
all
doing.
that. Then a couple of probably a month ago, she said she had a crush on the boy.
Exactly.
You feel me? So my mom was like, hell yeah.
'Cause that's what was fed
you feel
into
me?
her.
But it was just to the point, like, 'cause my mom's a Christian, strong Christian woman,
I
so
understand.
that shit don't go in that her lane, you feel me? So,
Right.
and about, I just don't get that
And
as
it's
well,
nothing
though. You
wrong
feel me?
with
As a
you trying to
Christian,
drive
that's a whole
your
other
kids
conversation.
somewhere else.
You feel me? Like, as a Christian person, as a Christian lady, do you, shove your granddaughter or grandchild to the
No.
side because
No.
they gay?
You
but,
do what
but you,
you're-
but you have a path of a Christian woman.
But
like,
you do what your mom did. She went into prayer.
No, yeah,
and she
yeah.
feeds into it. That's what you do as a Christian.
You know,
still
but
don't shun them.
Yeah, don't shun them. But yeah, she just just kept asking questions
Right.
like why, you know, not why.
And
but
you
like,
try to
do
drive
you
them, if
know?
that's what you believe in your family, you try to drive them towards what you believe in your family to be right.
Yeah,
we can't tell
I
you what's
feel-
right or wrong.
I feel like I said, at the end of the day, let the kid know I love you and I support you regardless. But before we go full throttle with this, we need to make sure that you fully understand what this means. You know what I mean? We need to make sure that what you're thinking of this is what it is.
And it's your
You know? And then at the end of the day, also another conversation that you want to have with them is the consequences of that lifestyle, spiritually and in reality. You feel what I'm saying? And are you prepared for that? And of course the answer is no, right? But you still want to give them the opportunity to tell you how they feel about it, right? And so you have that conversation and do the best that you can to prepare them for what's finna come with that. Because it's not something that's pretty. You know what I mean? It's not something that's fun and
you can hide it away from everybody and create your own bubble. You gotta go outside.
Exactly. You still have to have a social life.
And in your own family. Like, I know people that have gotten married, gay marriage, but the family didn't want to go. The mom didn't want to go. But I love you and I accept what you are, but I don't believe in that. So I am not going. But when you come home, I'm going to treat you the same as I would treat anybody. I'm going to respect your partner. And the person got mad, and I was like, how the fuck you get mad? They are respecting what you're doing. You have to respect that that's not what, that is their faith. So you can't tell them not to have their faith, but I'm their kid. Right. So you should respect them even more. They'll see you when you get home.
Right.
If you're going to do it, do it. But you can't force somebody to do something outside of their faith, especially.
Everybody know I have a daughter that's not biologically mine, but she's mine. I've been having her since she was little, and she's grown now, right? And so, it's crazy how I found out. So she's heartbroken. She's crying. She hysterical. She in my room going crazy because her heart broke, right? And I'm being mama of the year, right? I'm like, fuck that nigga. He don't deserve you anyway. And this and that, right? And she let me go on this whole big old rant, right? She let me go on this whole big old supportive rant. And then she said, but Mom, you do know that I'm gay, right? Y'all, I didn't know.
I know your face was like.
I just was right there. I didn't
let's
know
go beat the bitch.
No, look, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I'm just sitting there, right? And then my only comeback was, fuck that bitch too.
Period. Let's go whoop her ass even better.
That was my only comeback.
I still got your back.
And I needed her to know, like, that, like, the situation is like funny, like, you know, but it was real life, you know, and I needed her to know that I still love you. I still support you no matter what, right?
Still the same.
But we had to have a serious conversation once I processed everything and stuff, right? We had to have a serious conversation, and I let her know that although I love you, and although that I support you and I'm going to rock with you to the end of earth, that's not allowed in my house or around my other kids. However this gotta go, that's how it's gonna go. But that's not welcome here. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
The girlfriend even she can come over here. But the intimacy and all that different, that's not finna happen.
But how many households where if you're not married, if you come home, you can't sleep in the same room. They don't allow that type of intimacy around the kids because it's not appropriate. So it's not just that because you're gay. It's because it's not appropriate. You're not married yet.
Right.
And I'm trying to, keep things what it should be.
Mr. Ceviche Man is in the comments. How are you? We in the inside. You okay?
You want me to step outside?
Yes, please, because I can't. Pretty Lovely one said people.
But I support you. Don't come for my sister.
Pretty Lovely one said people won't always support you how you would want them to. That is correct. Because, see, sometimes what you want ain't what you need. You feel what I'm saying? The things you want will help push you into a bad space or lead you to making bad decisions. The things that you want. You feel me? You don't need to be surrounded by yes people and the people that's going to entertain everything you want to do. Some people, you got to have somebody there to hold you accountable to what's right. Right, Bank? Don't you agree with that?
Very right. You need that.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't think that's how that's supposed to go. People might expect that, though. I can see people expecting that because we living in a world where everybody want to feel like they run shit, control shit, and they got it popping. They somebody of status type shit. So they keep people around them that's gonna make them feel like that. They gonna boost their ego. They gonna, do all of that, and it's not always a good thing.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's crazy. That's still funny. I fucked that bitch too. No, I'm glad. No, gotta let them know that you got their back as well.
Exactly. Like, she's heartbroken and everything. Like, what I'm supposed to do because you said you gay now, I'm supposed to like leave you here to be broken by yourself and push you off like it's nothing, or like, no, I can't do that. I gotta still support you.
Yeah, because a lot of parents, if that happened, a lot of parents would shun them to the side just because, like, oh shit, you gay too? Like, oh, I got your back. Like, oh, you gay? Damn. Like, let's fuck that nigga or bitch. You gay? Like,
right.
A lot of parents.
And I think it's so wrong though, because think about it, like, in my eyes, and a lot of people might not look at it like this, but being gay is just like being anything else. You know what I'm saying? Being gay is just like being anything else. Like, what if I shun you and treat you bad because you're an alcoholic? What if I shun you and treat you bad because you're a prostitute?
Right.
What if I shun you and treat you bad because you're a drug dealer? Like, you feel what I'm saying? What if I shun you and treat you bad because you chose to go play water polo?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a choice that you have, you know? And just because that's what you decided on, that doesn't mean treat you bad. You're a person.
Always a person first.
I don't know where he is. And this live is going in and out, so I can't say that he's on here or not on here, because one minute I can see people and the next minute I can't, so I don't know.
Just tell him to come in the door where the motorcycles are.
I told him already when I was on the phone before the show started. I'm sorry, y'all. We just having this conversation on the air, huh? Sorry, y'all.
That's true talk.
Right. But, okay, so at the end of the day, your final advice to the parent would be?
To ask questions. To ask questions and the right questions to ensure that they understand their feelings. They understand what the word actually means, what it entails. And if your faith is included, it's a good time to share what your faith is.
Bank, what would your
I was still looking at that Chris Rock slap.
What would your advice be to this parent that we're talking about, and how to proceed with their child in this situation?
Ask questions. I have them open up. Get them to open up, see what's going on in their head, or what's the influences around them.
Right.
That's it, really.
But not questions like, are you sure? Like, it gotta be the right question.
So I feel like this. I feel like this what my advice was, right? I said, so how about you start it off so that it's like you lighten the blow of the conversation, right? How about you start it off like, okay, so tell me how we came to this conclusion, because I never had that kind of experience before. I've never felt that before. So, tell me what's like how it come to that.
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
I would even share, I would even go a step further to make the child feel comfortable and say, because I've admired women, I think women are beautiful.
Yeah, no,
but,
I said that
give some
too.
more context. And then it might let the guard down that, wait, if that's what I'm feeling, now I know I could talk to my mom because she get it. So let me trust my mom. That type of thing. I
would definitely just make sure she understand that it's okay. I think that's the main part, is to make sure that they know it's okay, no matter what they're feeling and what they thinking, it's okay.
Tell me whatever you want to say.
Whatever the hell you want to say,
you don't ain't no way to say it right.
At the end of the day, I got your back more than the streets do. The streets gon' use you and abuse you and manipulate you and all the different stuff. So bring it to me so that you're in this protected space and I can teach you correctly.
And maybe give start like a phrase between you and the kid, like a trust phrase. Me and my mom have one, but that in that space, that no matter what you say, you're not going to get in trouble, because I'm really trying to help you process this and understand. So if it's that you 13 and you thinking about having sex, that's what I want you to tell me, because I'm here to help you so you make the right decisions.
And then I think I'm glad you said that. Fly as Redbone, I see you. Thank you for tapping in. I'm glad you said that, because so many parents in our community they avoid that conversation. They don't want to have a sex conversation with their kids. And I think that that's part of the problem, is because you're willing to showcase sex in front of your kids and around your kids.
No, they watching
but you
it.
don't want to have the conversation,
Listening to the
so
music.
that they do it properly
Exactly.
and safely.
Understand what it is.
You feel what
all
I'm
of that.
saying?
It's not just sex. It's a whole.
At
That's
all.
a soul tie.
It's a-
That's won't he do it?
Can we get some bombs and shit?
I'm
That's
saying,
where
get
it
off
was
your
supposed
damn
to go. I am trying. I need to locate this man.
Y'all see how he doing?
Yeah, we I guess.
He lost.
Want me to go check
He
again?
typed
He
in-
already was at the wrong. He went to the wrong location the first time.
He didn't put an Inglewood in the GPS.
I guess not. I don't know.
Hell, at this
Cocaine.
point, he could have typed in the name of the radio station.
He really could have. I don't know.
None of our. Go ahead.
So listen, y'all, this what we gonna do, okay? This what we gonna do, so we won't keep telling y'all our business, okay? Look at a professional. We gonna go to a quick commercial break. Bank gonna spin y'all up some little cool little two-step and stuff or something, and I'll be right back, okay?
Nigga, I'm a ABCDEFG. All my bitches be on fleek. Niggas like to be on fake chicken like it's KFC. I be on that JFK. Do this shit like every day. Lights, cannon, action on Broadway. No fucker, I'm a ABCDEFG. All my bitches be on fleek. Niggas like to be on fake chicken like the KFC. I be on my JFK. Do this shit like every day. Lights, cannon, action on Broadway.
Okay,
No
let's
fucker,
go. Please do not come with a fair play. I shimmy the chop with the 8K. Stick to the script like some fly paper. Number one stun on my high haters. If it's on my mind, I'ma say it. Put the G and grind what you saying. When I walk through, I be slaying. See my state of mind, don't be playing. Who can feel my pain? No, I'm not a slave, but you know that I stay with a blacksmith. If your girlfriend get that look again, I'ma go ahead and give her a facelift. Shifting the paradigm. Flies American Airlines. Young niggas losing their hairline from locking down chicks of my own kind.
ABCDEFG. All my bitches be on fleek. Niggas like to be on fake chicken like it's KFC. I be on that JFK. Do this shit like every day. Lights, cannon, action on Broadway. No fucker, I'm a ABCDEFG. All my bitches be on fleek. Niggas like to be on fake chicken like the KFC. I be on my JFK. Do this shit like every day. Lights, cannon, action on Broadway. No fucking play.
I do it, screw it. Pull up and hop out that Buick. If it ain't real, then it's all place. So what in the fuck is we doing? I'm solid in the first place. Thank God for this close case. While I'm out getting pound cake, I stay away from you hoe cakes. Free my bitches out of prison. Stop lying, stop snitching. All money ain't good money, so the refund is relentless. Put the grind in again, it's flossed out every day though. I ain't gotta see the dentist. I ain't gotta see the dentist. Get it, wicked. Don't take offense like a picket. I was born to be with it. Run the streets like a menace. I'ma stand on my own too. Get the G code from the street. Walking dead niggas don't sleep. You don't grind, you don't eat.
ABCDEFG. All my bitches be on fleek. Niggas like to be on fake chicken like it's KFC. I be on that JFK. Do this shit like every day. Lights, cannon, action on
Broadway, no fucking play. Hey y'all, we back. We back, and I still can't find him, y'all. I don't know what's going on.
We lost him.
But yeah, we lost him. He tried. I appreciate him for trying. I can say that he did do that. He let me know his location and all that, leading up to this point, of course. So, hey, we'll have to holler at Mr. Ceviche Man next time, I guess. Or maybe he might still walk in. I don't know. We'll never know what happened, right? But this topic that we've been discussing. What do you do? I ain't gonna say what do you do. Why do you think it's such a difference when it's your daughter versus your son? And
Because
these
women are
types of,
sexualized.
it's him from the low bottoms. I see you. Thank you. Because
women are sexualized. Like, everything is less when it's a woman. Like, you expect a man to be strong. You don't see him another way. You expect him to be strong, structured, manly, head of household. A woman could be a mom and a dad. You could see her in both roles. You could see her having to be tough on her sons, or having to be tough in the streets, or having to be tough because she got to take over the household. You see her masculine, like, abilities, if you will. But for a male, even if he's a single dad, you don't see no female attributes.
So you're saying, like, we don't expect any softness from them, so that's why it's handled differently?
Which is one of the main things they complain about with feeling safe with talking to the women in their life. Remember that they don't feel like they can just be themselves without being considered weak or things like that, or being told to man up.
I'm guilty of that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
I am so... Not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore.
I was at first.
But
I would be like...
Back then, you feel me, when I was... No, I didn't even care if you cried. I didn't care if you cried. My thing was, you know how men feel sorry for themselves sometimes? Like, they be down on themselves about certain situations and stuff in life, right? And I used to be like, you better do some motherfucking push-ups or something and get your shit together. What
Take that out on a punching bag, go to the gym.
I used to do that, but it was...
Fucked up.
And no,
but that's the way we train to...
I understand that it's bad now.
I thought I was doing it to make you stronger.
No,
Hell
I didn't think...
No, I thought I did. As a young kid in high school and stuff, yeah, you think like, I don't want your friends to see you like this. Let me help my man get his shit together. Baby, it's okay. Like, go punch a punching bag or go fight him. Like, go do something.
That ain't why I did it. I ain't gonna sit here and even front.
But
like,
that's you. That's why I did it.
Why you do it?
Right.
I did it because here it is. I'm a young lady that's that has to be strong and has to be tough. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm making all of the necessary moves to make shit happen and to avoid certain things and to protect myself from things and all of these different things, right? And I'm more emotional than you. I'm more sensitive and soft than you, like, you know? And I don't get to do that. So then when you come in front of me and you doing it, I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
Like, you know, like,
you don't get to lay down, nigga. Get up.
You better do some fucking push-ups and get it together.
Figure it out.
Me? But I understand that wasn't okay. You know, I understand it now. It took me really growing up and to accept that who I was wasn't okay. Who I was wasn't a good person. That ain't how a woman is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It took me understanding that. You feel me? Because back then you think this who you is, this how you supposed to be. Right. You know, because your circumstances say that this is how you supposed to be. You
Sink
know?
or swim.
So in the midst of it, I'm doing this and reacting this way because I'm thinking, you know, I got it together and this is who I am and this is how it's supposed to go. You know, but now that I'm grown, I know that no. Bitch, you wasn't supposed to be like that, especially at that age. Like, you didn't have no business being like that, you know?
We didn't always have a choice.
Right. But that's another... that
you don't get to, like you said, if two... I think I talked about this on my YouTube channel. If a 13-year-old girl has a baby, the grandma, the people in the household, especially down south, they'll be like, well, you a woman now. You had that baby. You need to take care of that baby. That little boy's still outside kicking a kickball. What?
Well, no, but I'm not in the not with the parents from the south. Nah, because I don't care if you are the outside kid. Because you made that decision too with her, you right? They finna call you to be a whole man.
No, ma'am.
Yes, they are.
Everybody that listen to this that's from the South, because my family's from the South, and you can look at anything you want to. That boy still get to go to college. He still don't miss his prime. Let that boy live his life. Let him still go out there and do this. That boy don't stop what he doing. That boy don't. If that was the truth, then we wouldn't be in the situations we in now.
What I'm saying is that those parents and grandparents that's from the South, they're not giving him that kind of pass.
Yes, they do.
I ain't never
Because
seen it.
this is the reason why mostly, especially if it has to do with college, is because that's the man. That's the one that's supposed to work. So you're supposed to let him go do what he need to do so he can make the money to come back to take care of the family.
I ain't never
But
seen
as
it.
a result, that's why a lot of women be upset. Even in own households, it could be girls and boys in the household. The girls do more than what the boys do. In African villages, that's in our culture. And Latino culture, a lot of culture, the girls do more than what the boys do.
I don't. The only reason I'm saying I don't see that is because I was raised by people from the South. Like,
And
you
you
know
lucky.
what I mean? And ain't nobody treated no different. Like, when you thought you was grown, the person attached to you thought they was grown. So both of y'all fit to
Good.
get on y'all shit.
Yeah.
And then even cleaning up, how you say, doing stuff around the house. I don't give a fuck that you a boy.
That's the way it's
You're
supposed to
finna
be.
you finna be cutting grass, taking out trash.
Right.
You
You
finna
outside.
be building shit.
Right.
You finna be doing. Ain't
Washing
no
the car.
slack on them because
Girl.
they a boy. At least not where I come from. I
Good.
can't vouch for everybody else, but you
Good.
ain't getting that kind of pass.
Unfortunately, culturally speaking, it's true. Especially minorities. You can even ask Mexicans. It's the same way. Girls, unfortunately, got more on them. And that's probably why you look at a boy like, what are you complaining about? I had to figure it out, so why you can't figure it out? That might be tied back to why you feel like that. Or why you felt like that. I'm sorry.
Would
Maybe.
you rather work in the house all day or work all day in the field?
Me?
Today?
That's what Hispanics is. Hispanics families, the males are in the fields,
Yeah.
and the women are cleaning maids like they mom and grandmas.
Yeah.
So which one would you rather be? In the field all day, hunched over picking, or cleaning up some shit in a damn bathroom
cooking and stuff in the
cooking.
Me? I don't mind
I
being.
want to do both.
I don't mind being.
I'll clean
Me
some shit up. Fuck that.
personally, I don't mind being domesticated.
Me either.
I don't mind it
I
at
like it.
all.
Y'all want to be outside on your knees, crawling on the dirt, going through pesticides, picking up corn, strawberries, grapes, apples, bananas, and shit? Y'all rather do that than
Sometimes.
y'all rather go do that than go scrub a toilet?
I'm gonna do whatever my position
Yeah,
calls for.
I think
Me
I'm okay.
personally,
Whatever.
I
As long
don't
as it's
give a
not hot.
fuck.
I want to be where it's not hot. Let me
No.
tell you that.
Well, it's gonna be hot. You in the
They didn't have
field.
air back then. It was hot in the house too.
You in the fields.
I'm spoiled. I cut on the air if my bill gonna be $1,000.
yeah,
I
I
couldn't
don't
do it.
mind either
I'll
way.
pay for
I
comfort.
think that as long as I'm doing something, I just can't sit around and not be shit. Like, I can't just be no bum. I just can't do it. Nothing in me feels right if I'm just sitting around not doing nothing. Even when I'm supposed to be so-called resting, and Asia can vouch for this, even when I'm supposed to be so-called resting, my brain going 100 miles per hour. I'm sending emails to people. I'm creating shit. I'm doing all kind of stuff. And they like, then you wonder why you got a headache all the time. You don't rest. You need to really rest. But I can't. I don't feel right when I'm just sitting there not doing it.
I feel you.
Because it feels weird.
You feel like a nobody.
Yeah, you feel like I
You
know I
feel
could be
me?
doing
Like-
something with my time.
Something.
I ain't rich yet. What am I doing sitting here?
So that's how I ended up. That's how I ended up with so many certificates and different shit, right?
right.
Because every time I'm at home, like, I'm like, bitch, you got to
That
get
whole
up and
part.
do something. You not fit to sit your ass right here in this house like this. That's what you not finna do.
That's the
so
only
then
reason I
I
got these degrees.
I go to school. I went
That
to school
part.
for nursing. Boom. Finished that.
That part.
Now here it is. I'm sitting at home again. Boom. I done went for computers. Finished that. You know what I mean? And the good part about it is I
I get
won't
the
do
most
nothing
stuff
that I
done.
won't finish.
That part.
You feel
and
me?
it contributes. It
I
adds
don't-
to.
Exactly. It makes sense
Yeah,
along
yeah.
the way, right? So what I won't do, let me tell y'all, what I accepted who I was at an early age, right?
What you mean, crazy?
So I knew for a fact that I'm not giving you more than a certain amount of time.
Oh,
you feel
yeah,
me?
Yeah,
So if whatever I was finna get into required more commitment than I'm willing to give, bitch, we can't do that.
But that's the way you're supposed to do it.
We
Go
can't
for
do
what
it.
you comfortable with. People wonder why I got so many degrees. It's because, like, after you get the first one, don't it seem like after you got your first, like, piece of paper, whatever they want to call it, then when you didn't have to work or go to school anymore, you like,
Now what I'm gonna do?
okay, let me do something else. Because you like, I'm not there yet. You just don't, when you get there, like, you will feel it. Like, okay, this completes what I need to move forward. And when you going to school and working, I don't know what it is about you, but because you want to apply it, you get so much done in that time. You're so driven.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot different. Now that I've been in this pandemic season, well, we can tell based on my YouTube channel, it's hard for me to even take pictures. It's okay. I got it together. It's okay. I just need an editor.
I need a lot of shit. I'm
tired. I've worked so hard. I'm just tired at this point.
That's what I need.
I do. I need
So
help.
listen, tell me, am I wrong? Okay. So there's this big part of me, right, that feels like I done paid my debt
Dude,
to
that's
society.
how I feel.
Like, you feel me? Like, I feel like I done worked enough.
Period.
I done cleaned enough.
Sister, that's my
I done did
problem.
enough of everything. I feel like
don't
at
wanna
this
do
point I should
nothing.
really be just royalty.
Period.
You feel
I don't
me?
feel like I should have to
Period.
wash my car. I don't feel like I should have
Nothing.
to clean my house other than put up my clothes and shoes. I don't feel like I should do nothing but sit down and record, and then I get up and it somehow pops up on YouTube. I need an editor. I need a content creator. I don't even want to think of the idea. How about that? Because I got 100 notes.
Girl,
And
I
some
don't
nights we be
feel
talking,
like
I'd be
I
like,
should
I'm
do
ready.
nothing.
The next day I'd be like, well, sister, I did one of the things off that list.
But that's
still
the
won't stop,
important
though.
part, that you do at
Yeah,
least
you
one
gotta
thing
keep-
off the list.
That's my promise.
What you can't do, and I be trying to
Yeah.
teach people this all the time. First of all, you got to make sure you make the list, right? That's what you
That
got to
part.
do first and foremost, so that you have a plan. You feel me? Even if this thing is some bullet points, you just want a list,
Yep.
right? And so every single day, you want to at least do one thing off of that list. You don't have to do everything. You don't got to be Superwoman. You ain't got to move faster than. You ain't got to let social media
Right.
make you feel like you supposed to push
Right.
fast forward on your life. You feel me? You don't got to do that. Just make sure you're knocking off one thing off this list and continuously add to the list
And we could do so much from our phones that you could literally do it like that.
continue to add to the list as much as possible or whatever, but be knocking stuff off at the same
Agreed.
time. Before you know it, you done did so
Agreed.
much stuff.
Yeah.
It don't make no sense,
Yeah.
right? But now you could be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
You got a whole track record that you can actually look at and say, damn, I did all of that.
Right.
But it was because you followed the plan. You
Right.
kept on trying and kept on trying. Now, when you stop, this to-do list get longer and longer
And then
and
you feel
longer,
like
and
a
now
failure.
you lose control of shit. You feel me? You feel like you so
Catching
backed up,
up.
and yes.
And
yes.
the other thing is, we not as young as we used to be. In my 20s, I could knock stuff down. Like Queen said, I'm tired at this point. I got 4 degrees. I'm in my career. I've done a lot of things. I've had a couple businesses. I'm tired. I do need a break. When you punch it like that, you punched it so you can get to a place where you kind of plateau and knock off things off the list. Because I'm comfortable. I just need to enjoy this season because
See, and that's part of my problem.
I never enjoyed any season. Celebrate
I don't know
myself.
about you, but it seems like as soon as you get to the celebratory part, all hell break loose.
Yep.
And so you don't get to enjoy
Nope.
this. Like, you know what I mean?
Nope.
You know you did it and it feel good
Yep.
and all the different stuff, but you can't celebrate it because it still keep moving.
Yep.
You still got to keep working and keep grinding. You can't stop right here because you accomplished this.
And something usually pop up. Life is still
Every
gonna happen
single time.
for everything.
Every single time.
No, I haven't. I was reviewing my list the other day. Like, even my last gala, I'm nervous because this gala is coming up. And remember, the same day as my gala, my best friend died. So how the fuck do you enjoy that? Like, that should have been an accomplishment. I wanted to have a nonprofit my whole life. And it's like one thing cancels out the other, and I don't get a chance to enjoy it. So what do? You adjust, obviously, because woe is
Obviously.
me. But you live in, you still blessed. All
Right.
those things exist, but it still is a blow to the heart.
Right.
It is.
I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though. I'm gonna figure out a plan because I'm not.
I want to get it done this year. I want to be done.
2023, I don't plan on doing shit. I'm telling y'all right now.
I want employees.
And I think that's one of the reasons things is so hard and so heavy for us, because we take on this stuff and we feel like we got to drive this
Yep.
train. We got to load the train. We got to take inventory of
We
the
don't
train.
trust people.
Exactly.
We're going to do our HR, our payroll, our
but
business.
we ain't going to succeed like that. We going to burn out before we win. You feel me?
Yes.
And when I came to that realization, I said, you know what? I'm finna to get this team so strong it don't make no motherfucking sense, and I'm finna tap out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna throw my hands up
No,
with it,
I
of
just wanna
course, but
oversee
I
it.
don't have to. Exactly.
be a real
I don't
CEO.
want to be directly
Right.
involved working.
Right.
I don't want to do that
Right.
no more. I've been
No.
doing it for a long time.
No. You're supposed to be strategic, not in the trenches. Yeah. Be an overseer. Allow somebody else to get that experience, because I'm done.
Right.
Like, for real.
Well, I think we had a good conversation tonight.
We did.
I hope
Acceptance
that
and
it-
growth.
Yeah, I hope that it helped too.
I do.
That's what I really hope, because them conversations are hard to have,
I'm
but they
sure.
so necessary, you know. And then
I
with-
wonder if she was ready for the answer. Like, did she ask it thinking that?
I don't know.
Because that could
I don't know.
be ready when you ask those type of questions, y'all.
Right. Okay, so before we go, y'all know I gotta plug everybody, right? So even though Mr. Ceviche Man didn't show up tonight, I want y'all to make sure that y'all follow him, okay? He is doing an amazing job at getting this business out there and stuff. Like, I'm talking about amazing, and the food is bomb. Y'all know I eat, so y'all know I tell y'all all the shit, all the plugs, who good and who not, and I'm telling you. And he has all different types of ceviche. He got the classic kind, he got mango, he got lobster,
Nice.
he got all different kinds. So y'all make sure y'all follow him, okay? He's on my page. I've tagged him when promoting this show and stuff like that, so make sure y'all follow him and go support. And then follow Melanin Madam Inc. on Instagram. Make sure you're following the Candy line. That's Candy with a K. Oh, announcement. So
Oh, yeah.
so y'all, the Candy line is now the hair care products, Silk Candy. The Silk Candy products will now be available in 2 different beauty supplies starting April 1st, y'all. Okay? So y'all make sure y'all tap in with my page so that y'all can know the exact locations and stuff like that. So one is in LA, one is in Compton. I have a couple of more meetings coming up, and I'm claiming those locations as well. Y'all, your girl is working. You feel me?
Get it
God
done.
is showing up for your girl, and I'm ready.
Amen.
But y'all continue to follow me. Next week, oh my God, the show next week. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Make sure y'all share it. Make sure y'all tap in. Have your sons tap in. This finna be a real good conversation, y'all. Y'all want to make sure y'all are here, okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, and I will holler at y'all again next Sunday.
That drum and bush get boring. Get your head in the game and out of the clouds, cause that's how I'm soaring. And I'm the hottest on this team, bitch. Everybody know me. You better ask about this queen.